we are live. Welcome to another week of the show podcast. Why am I speaking like that? I don't know. But, just because I don't have anything else to open with. But in today's show, we're going to be talking about Stephanie McMahon leaving WWE. We're going to be talking about the whole Sasha Banks story. We have the whole story. That and so much more coming up.
I love how you listen to like one or two things and you're like, oh man, we got a loaded show.
Well, you're just supposed to let the people. I don't know. You're not supposed to shoot your whole wad in the opening.
All right, fair enough.
It's called teasers.
Teasers, you're right.
Business. That and so much more coming up. Right? And I don't have anything clever this week, unfortunately. So right now.
Well, you did talk kind of all broken at the beginning there. That was pretty good.
Broken?
Yeah. Oh, and we are here. You know.
Yeah. Why I was doing that, I don't know. But there we go. I was in a rhythm, and I had to stick to it, I guess.
Gotcha. So what's going on?
Oh, man. What a week. What a week. This whole Sasha Banks thing. Sasha and Naomi.
Oh, yeah?
Like, every day there was, like, new pieces of information coming out over that.
I heard that dastardly Sasha's manipulating that poor innocent doe Naomi right in the middle of her contract negotiations.
You heard that from who? What's that dude? What's the chick's name? Well, that's not lead you here. Who'd you hear it from?
I don't know, some website.
Oh. Well, golly, what is her name? She used to be a Funkadactyl. I want to say Naomi, but that
is Naomi. She used to be a Funkadactyl.
Her tag team partner when she was a Funkadactyl.
Alicia Fox?
No. I know they all look alike, but it's not her.
She was a Funkadactyl.
No, she wasn't.
She wasn't?
No.
Come on. No, keep talking. I gotta look this up.
Cameron. There it is. Cameron. That was the tag team partner. Cameron, she's the one that says, I know Naomi and she's getting manipulated.
There you go.
But, first of all, no one wants to hear you talk anything about wrestling. Cameron. Wrestling and you shouldn't even be in the same sentence.
Not a big Cameron fan.
She's not a good wrestler.
No?
At all. At all. But for the people who haven't been able to follow this story, we're going to start from the beginning. Tell you what we're talking about. Sasha Banks and Naomi of the WWE. On Monday, they walked out of Monday Night Raw. They were in the main event when they walked out. It was cited that there was creative differences, right? What they walked out of was there was a 6-pack challenge, and the winner was supposed to go on to I don't even know, Hell in the Cell to get a women's title match. And it was supposed to be Naomi who was going to win. She was supposed to pin Sasha Banks. They didn't like this whole thing. So they walk out on Monday Night Raw. Yeah, Corey Graves said that they're unprofessional and walked out on the main event. Excuse me. WWE releases a statement on Tuesday. No, actually it was on Monday night. they released a statement double downing, saying these two unprofessional women, they were uncomfortable working with some of the talents, so they walked out on the show.
They're uncomfortable working with some of the talent, despite the fact that they've worked with the talent before with absolutely no incident.
Right. Just last week they had a match with. Well, they never said who the talent was, so it could have been anybody. But in the match, if we go through the match, it was Asuka. They weren't talking about her. Becky Lynch. They weren't talking about her. Sasha Banks, Naomi. They weren't talking about themselves. And then there was Nikki Ash, who was Nikki Cross, and Doudrop, Piper Niven. So just by elimination, you'd say it was those two. So they just had a match with them the week prior. So you knew the WWE was just trying to smear their names on that one, just trying to get them backstage heat. Or maybe you don't know. I don't know. Like, there's people who believe that part of the story. So if you don't know, if you're on this channel, you're gonna know that that's what was happening. That was just a smear campaign. So
wait. Naomi and Sasha, they walk out in the middle of a show while they're supposed to be main eventing. They've already been advertised, right?
Right.
Because of
So
allegedly working with people that they've already worked with before. And the WWE, they
right.
release statements about it, right?
Right.
So
These
how
two are
exactly is it a smear? It sounds to me, it sounds like they're telling the truth.
They're telling the truth that they're unprofessional.
They walked
Well,
out in the middle of a show. They could have, if they wanted to quit, they could have done it after the show.
no,
How?
then you give them what they want.
No, it's not.
Yes, if you don't want to do the segment, you walk out before the segment. And they didn't even. So how it happened? Let's talk about the whole timeline on Monday. And this is from Ringside News. So I trust them with this information. If they're wrong, that's who to blame. That's my source from this. So they get there, they find out what they're gonna do. They don't like what they're gonna do, and they go talk to John Laurinaitis. People power, John Laurinaitis, and um, they put the titles on the desk. They say we're not gonna because oh sorry I'm skipping sorry I'm skipping here. Um, they go talk to People Power. He tells them just this is what you're doing. Get over it. Essentially, be professionals. Whatever it is. And
Okay.
say, okay, if that's how we have to play this, here's the belts. Here's the tag team belts, and we're just gonna walk out. So this happens in the morning. Raw goes on the air, and they promote the six pack challenge. And then at that point, that's when Vince finds out. He's sitting in. He finds out. Oh, they left hours ago.
So the show didn't even start, and they left.
No, no, they left in the morning.
Okay.
But Vince
I
didn't
guess
know
that's a
about
little
it
different.
until. Yeah, Vince didn't know about it until the show was on the air.
That is a little different than them walking out of the middle of the show. I'll take that back.
Yeah.
But
So they did walk out though. You do it in the morning. They have enough time. No one told them to promote it. They weren't going to promote it anyway.
well, apparently, if nobody told Vince about it, they decided to promote it.
I know, but they promoted it when the show went on the air. I mean, you check WWE.com. Sometimes they don't even have Raw posted, like what the show's about. They have no matches named or anything until like an hour before the show comes on.
Yeah.
So, they're not exactly promoting this thing weeks or months in advance, and then it turns on them. But yeah, that's how it happened Monday, and I kind of brushed over it. But what was supposed to happen was Naomi was supposed to win the match, and
So they weren't happy with the fact that they were going to win a match.
well, Naomi was supposed to win the match. She's supposed to pin Sasha Banks.
Okay.
Did you miss the point where I said the part where I said they were tag team champions? They
Mm-hmm.
put their belts on the desk.
Yeah.
I mean, remember that time Rick and Scott Steiner were going to be in a six-pack challenge, and Rick Steiner was going to pin Scott Steiner to go face the champion Goldberg, who, of course, he was not going to beat because Goldberg just got the title 2 weeks beforehand. Remember that?
Well, if
No,
if
you
you're
don't.
no, I don't. But if you're comparing fucking Naomi and Sasha Banks to the goddamn Steiner brothers, we just stop right there.
What's wrong with that? They're the champions.
Okay, if the Steiner brothers are unhappy, you do whatever you want, or you do whatever you can to make them happy, and you acquiesce and you work with them. Naomi and Sasha, who they haven't done anything with until they decided to arbitrarily put these tag team titles on. If they leave, they'll just plug in two other chicks in there, and they'll be the champions.
You're making the point. Like that's their point.
Whose point?
Sasha and Naomi. That's their point.
They're
They're not being respected.
because they gotta earn respect.
I would say Sasha's earned respect.
She hasn't earned respect. She hasn't done shit since she wrestled Bailey. She had that Iron Woman match in NXT like 5 fucking years ago. She hasn't done shit except whine about how she's been used. She thinks that she comes from NXT. She goes to the main roster. She thinks that she's going to get preferential treatment over the Finn Balor's and the Kevin Owenses and the other people that they've shit on since they moved to the main roster. Sasha Banks is not special. She needs to earn it.
Or she was the only
She
one
needs
that.
She needs to stop hanging out with Snoop Dogg and fucking realize where she is on the totem pole.
It's her cousin. What do you mean stop hanging out? But maybe she's the only one that actually um, said something about it. She had the balls to say something about it. Maybe they should be saying something about it.
They should be saying something about it, but when you fucking throw a temper tantrum, this isn't the first time. She held out because of creative differences before.
She sure did.
It sounds like she's just a moody little bitch that thinks that she should be on top of everything, and she should be on the premier storylines, and everything should revolve around her. Whereas you have
Okay.
the Becky Lynch. You know what Becky Lynch was when NXT? She wasn't shit. She had a good match with Charlotte, and then she went to the WWE or the main roster. She was an afterthought. Charlotte was supposed to be the golden goose. What did Becky Lynch do? She's on top of the world right now. She didn't
She's
bitch.
not.
Yes, she is.
She's not anymore.
But
She
come
lost the
on,
title. That's why they're doing the whole championship six-pack challenge. That's why we're here.
please,
Because
please.
they needed to pick someone. Why are you picking the champions of all the people on the roster? You got so many women on the roster.
No, you don't.
Shayna Baszler, Naomi, or wait, sorry, not Naomi. I already said her.
Yeah, there you go. See,
Shayna
you got
Baszler,
one girl.
Natalia, Liv Morgan. I could keep going. Asuka, um,
Could keep going.
Aaliyah,
Please.
Mia, Xia Li. Where's her? She's supposed to be this great protector. She's not protecting shit. But the food and catering. You know, they're doing all those theatrics when she comes out, and it's the like they got, I don't even know how to describe it, looking like a freaking comic book when she comes out. They put all this behind her, but then they leave her in catering. She's on commercials talking about being the first Chinese-born WWE female superstar, but she can't get a match on a pay-per-view that shouldn't even be a pay-per-view.
What do you mean Hell in the Cell shouldn't be a pay-per-view?
It shouldn't be a pay-per-view. It should be a special match, one match, when a feud warrants it. You don't have a whole pay-per-view where everybody's in a Hell in a Cell.
That's what's so special about it. Or what about tables, ladders, and chairs?
Yeah, that too. You do it one time when it's warranted.
I think it'd be
Well,
neat if
no,
they.
that could be a whole pay-per-view. See, that could be a pay-per-view.
What?
It is a pay-per-view. But Hell in a Cell? Hell in a Cell is supposed to be a special match that you do to blow off a feud.
Well, that's what it was. It was Hell in the Cell was the name of the pay-per-view, but the main event was the Hell in the Cell match. And then it kind of evolved to where there's multiple Hell in the Cell matches. It used to be a regular old pay-per-view, and then the main event would be like
Now you got people who, I don't know, you have feuds that aren't even, they're barely feuds.
yeah,
Maybe
like Baron
even
Corbin and Pat McAfee.
or I'm interested to see if they put Bianca and Asuka, who won the who all after all this, Asuka was the one who got the title match. I'm interested to see if they put her in a Hell in a Cell match, because this is their first time, wrestling each other. Are you gonna start out in Hell in a Cell?
Apparently, Asuka could do it, but then again,
She could do it.
I don't know.
Yeah, the whole point of it is it didn't make sense. And I'm gonna say it 3 times. Whoever, like, Naomi was supposed to win the match, but she wasn't gonna go beat Bianca Belair, and they told her that. Oh, you're not gonna beat her. You're just trying to get her over. Oh, because Sasha Banks didn't get her over when they when they main evented WrestleMania as the first pair of black chicks in a main event of WrestleMania. That wasn't putting her over. You did all that to put her over, and then you ruin it by Becky Lynch beating her in 26 seconds.
Well, that should just show the star power of Sasha Banks, how she can't get anybody over.
She was over. You're missing that point. She was over.
Sasha was. She was in name only.
They were on the cover of ESPN and all the other. Everything picked it up.
That doesn't mean anything. ESPN's on the dark side. ESPN's not focused on sports. Come on.
You just can't give her credit.
When she earned it, I gave Becky Lynch credit.
And she's the best of the 4 horsewomen there.
Who, Sasha?
Yes.
She could have been.
She is.
She isn't. She could have been.
She is.
But then she just...
I guess what are we basing this off of?
Who's the 4 horsewomen? Was it Bayley, Sasha,
Charlotte, and Becky.
And Becky? Okay. She's Sasha's 3.
Oh, I see where you're going there. but I guess it depends on what we're
No,
basing it off of.
it's objectively, she's 3. I mean, you can make an argument that she's 2 and Charlotte and Becky Lynch are tied. I'll give you that.
I would, Becky Lynch is nothing but one moment.
I I don't like Becky Lynch. I'm not saying that she's the greatest thing since sliced bread, but she's better than Sasha.
She's been treated better than Sasha, but she's
She's
not
made the
better.
most of her opportunities better than Sasha has. And when Becky Lynch did dumb shit with her little last kicker and all that shit, she didn't bitch about it. She didn't fucking take her ball and go home. She probably had a better attitude about things.
Well,
If you want to do serious shit, go to New Japan. You're in the WWE. Silly shit is what they do. You got main stars jumping out of cereal boxes. Sasha Banks thinks she's fucking special.
no, what you're missing,
I'm not
you're
missing anything. She thinks
Yeah.
that she's important. She's not. She's a spoke in the wheel. If they mistreat CM Punk, if they mistreat Bruno San Martino, if they mistreat all these people that came before her, they've done better than her.
They did
She's not.
mistreat Punk. They fired him on his honeymoon.
I know. I'm saying if they would be willing to mistreat somebody of that caliber, they won't think twice about Sasha.
Well, is Stone Cold when he walked out because he didn't want to job to Brock Lesnar? Is he unprofessional?
Yeah, they shit all over him that Raw.
Barely.
What do you mean barely? The Rock came out and did a whole promo on him. Just like the sign says, if you don't like it, get the F out.
Brock Lesnar, is he unprofessional?
When did he walk
Hulk
out?
Hogan, or no, Ultimate Warrior, is he unprofessional? When he tried to hold the, wasn't it Ultimate Warrior who tried to hold? He said he wasn't gonna go out for the main event unless he got paid.
Probably. But yeah, they did a whole DVD shitting on him. They've shit on him for years. It wasn't until his Hall of Fame
Well,
comeback
that's
that
because
they
the
started.
whole Stephanie McMahon thing.
No, it was more than that. Don't see
What was that about anyway?
the Stephanie McMahon thing. I don't know.
Yeah, he was diddling her.
He was what?
He was diddling her.
I didn't hear that.
Well, what was he doing that was so bad that no one wants to talk about it?
He
If
was
he
an
wasn't
asshole. That's it. He was just
Oh.
an asshole.
to her.
I think you're thinking of the Randy Savage thing.
Oh,
Randy Savage allegedly fucked Stephanie McMahon. That's why he never came back to the WWF.
sorry, mixing stories up there, and
No.
don't.
The Ultimate Warrior, he was just he was a bodybuilder that wanted to be a wrestler. He didn't take it quote unquote seriously enough
He's
for
the
the
second guy in the company.
That don't mean shit. It's WWF. Come on. The Great Khali was in the main event once.
See, it's the WWE's fault trying to. Anyway,
I won't disagree with the fact that they don't know. Sasha Banks could have been something special. She could have. A lot of those NXT people could be something special, but they're not.
well,
And it's a lot of it has to do with how they're booked. They don't know how to use the talent that they have. They spend all that time and energy getting all that talent in NXT with the intent of moving them up to the main roster to make the main product better. And every time they did that, they just shit on them.
well, I'm actually on their side, I guess.
Whose side?
Like on Sasha's side on this
Oh.
one.
I'm not.
Like I'm not saying. Well, honestly, I see what you're saying. She doesn't deserve to to be upset about how she's booked. Is what you're saying. But
No, she could be upset. It's just she already did this. She already threw a temper tantrum about how she was being used. And they've and guess
well,
what? Guess what? She came back and she was still being used like she was nothing. And now she has a championship belt, and because they have one match that she doesn't agree with. I'm sorry, I
oh
interrupted
no,
you. Go
there's
ahead,
more.
finish your thought.
There was more. So Naomi was supposed to go lose to lose to what's her name in the champion. Golly, help me.
Um, I'll be honest with you.
Um,
Anytime anyone of their ilk comes
Bianca
on,
Belair. There we go.
oh yeah.
So she's supposed to go lose to Bianca Belair to put Bianca over, which again, WrestleMania, first black woman that headline WrestleMania, yada yada. That didn't get her over, apparently. And then Sasha was supposed to go and be on SmackDown, do the same thing for Ronda Rousey, who's the SmackDown champion.
Mm-hmm.
And so now they're like, okay, so you're just bringing us to go put these singles champions over. What are we doing with these tag team champions? Oh, they're just going to be props until July. You're just going to hold them. That's what they're told.
Aren't the Usos around just to make sure that the Roman Reigns gets over? Aren't they basically just a prop to make Reigns?
They're the champions. They're right now. They're the unified tag team champions as of yesterday.
Okay, but yeah, but
The
their whole
bloodline
thing
holds
is to,
all the gold.
exactly their whole thing is to make Roman Reigns look bigger.
Yeah.
Like when is the men's tag team championship? When has it been taken seriously? When is a when has a
That's just. We're just talking about the whole WWE thing. They don't take their champion serious. You
well,
know,
my point is, if you're gonna fucking, they're not special. This is just how they do business.
right? Did you know Ricochet has the Intercontinental Championship, which has not been defended in a singles match on a pay-per-view for like a year.
Yeah.
Well, over a year.
Well, see, that's another can of worms too.
So, and we're talking about the Intercontinental
Yeah,
Championship.
which is better than the tag team championship.
Yeah, the Intercontinental Championship was like so prestigious, and now
So,
it can't even get E time.
so the Intercontinental champion, he's not even being booked to help put over another champion. So, again, that makes makes Sasha even more of a petty bitch.
He's not. He's not even jobbing to a real champion.
But seriously, when's the last time like a tag team champion has beaten a singles champion?
Never.
Okay, so I mean,
Well, actually, it would be ironic, but Sasha Banks during the pandemic, she beat. I think she beat Asuka as the tag team champion because her and Bailey had all the gold.
but Asuka wasn't the champion though, right?
Yeah,
She was.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so once in like what,
So,
20 years?
yeah, which is ironic that.
Yeah, that is ironic.
But
And Sasha was going to lose to Ronda Rousey, who's a UFC fighter. And Naomi was the glow chick.
yeah,
Her claim to fame is fucking an Uso.
yeah.
So,
Well, I mean, she was also a Funkadactyl.
yeah, she was a Funkadactyl. That's it.
She was also a Heat. What she dance for the Miami Heat or something? I don't know.
Who knows?
I mean, good for the Uso. He dated up,
No, no, no.
but
I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't think the Uso punched down there. But let's be honest here. If this is, we're talking about a athletic competition, quote unquote.
yeah.
Naomi wouldn't last 2 seconds.
Well, I'm just saying that you got all these women on the roster, and you want to go pick out the tag team champions,
Do you though?
and they were unhappy about it. Oh, and I forgot Rhea Ripley. She just joined Edge's group, so she's got a little bit of a push. Uh, Aaliyah, she's doing nothing but sitting and catering.
There's a
Shotzi
reason for that.
Blackheart, they called her up.
Yeah. Is Ember
I'm
Moon
just
still?
No, she got fired.
Did she? I remember she's
Dude,
supposed to be.
What you're missing here is this is a D-level pay-per-view. You don't need a big
Hey,
name.
hey, hey! Hell in the Cell is one of the premier pay-per-views.
Oh, sorry. We're calling it the wrong thing. Premium live event is what they call
Oh, God, this is fucking
it.
gay.
And
God. Fucking WWF. I swear to God.
they're premium live events. And it's not even one of the big ones. They're just biding time until Money in the Bank, which is going to be one of their stadium shows. So,
See, now that's a
they're
stupid
gonna load
one.
up there.
That's another one
I
where they
know.
have to have 5 of the same match.
Yeah. Just put it. I mean, WrestleMania is long enough, but I remember when it was like to open the show at WrestleMania. One Money in the Bank match with both Raw and SmackDown superstars, and then
Well,
you had one briefcase,
I
and
do.
then that was. Mhm.
I do like that it's not on WrestleMania anymore because the fact that the main event isn't going to be overshadowed. Like when CM Punk won. Oh, is he going to come out now? Is he going to come out? Is he coming? I see it. Oh, I see the curtains twitching. He's coming.
I think he's coming. He's
No,
coming
no,
down.
that was the air conditioning.
But yeah, that's pretty much. I mean, I think it was only one. I could only remember Kane winning it, and that could have even been when it was on its own pay-per-view. I remember Kane winning it and then cashing it in the same night
Yeah.
against Rey Mysterio.
I think Alberto Del Rio did when no, it wasn't the same night, I don't think. Was it? Shit. Yeah, I think it was. He won it, and then that was the night that CM Punk wrestled John Cena in Chicago,
Yeah.
and he won, and then Alberto came out.
Oh.
Wasn't that
No,
Money in
no.
the Bank?
He didn't cash it in. That was, but he didn't cash it in.
Well, he cashed it
That
in,
was
but
just
they said he did. They did some because the match didn't officially start.
Yeah, that was just them playing up because Vince
Yeah.
didn't want him to leave with the championship, so he was like, "Send Alberto out there," which was a good storyline.
That was
That was a
great.
good touch too.
That was the last time I really enjoyed wrestling.
Yeah, and you're like, "Oh crap!" And they brought all that real life stuff into it.
And then like 2 days later, Punk came back because they don't know how to build on anything.
It wasn't 2 days.
It
It
was
was like, I think it was like 3 or 4 weeks
yeah. Come
because
on.
they had that tournament to crown a new champion, John Cena, and then and then he came back that night. It's like,
No. Rey Mysterio had
no.
it for a little bit, and then he got fed to John Cena.
Yeah. I was like, oh, here we go. Yes, typical WWE. You do all this for a rematch.
Yeah.
Like, that's what we were building up to, a rematch.
Well, it has to be John Cena.
Could have been anybody.
Yeah, it could have been. They could have done so
Like,
much.
I'm just, I don't know. I'm just tired of the whole rematch thing in WWE.
That's because they
Everything's a
don't.
rematch.
Well, that goes back to them not building it because they don't have anybody. But it's because they don't build anybody.
But see, you're going off of build. They don't build anymore.
That's what I just
They
said.
just, yeah. So when I'm saying there's other women that could get the title match, and you're saying they don't deserve anything, I'm saying there's no build. You can lose your way to title matches nowadays in WWE. They don't care. I think they've said it themselves. Wins and losses don't matter.
Yeah, they have said that.
So yeah, they could just pluck someone
They could
with
be
no
like
rhyme or reason.
they could be like those professional companies that have win and loss totals of a fake sport underneath their name.
Yes, they could. Bringing real sports aspect into it. Anyway, talking about WWE because that's where we are here. um, yeah, they don't care about wins and losses, so they could just plug anybody. And I am never for that whole who's getting the title match based off of just coming out and asking for it. But I'm saying this one instance, you could have done that. This pass right there. You want to do this whole ask for a title match, and even that they did. They had a I'm putting in quotes reasonable thing as five a fatal five way for who's going to get the title shot. So now it actually makes sense. You win one match, you get a title shot. Doesn't matter if you've lost every match beforehand. You lose, you win this one, and it's okay.
I don't know. That diminishes
Now, like,
that
and then
diminishes
like,
the title.
and it's like we're doing this 6-pack challenge. Why are they even in the match? They've done nothing but lose.
Yeah.
Like, why are they even getting a shot at it?
That just makes it pointless. That's like, oh well, anybody can just get this thing. It's
I
the luck
mean,
of the draw. It doesn't have anything to do with skill.
Nikki Ash a week prior was chasing around the 24/7 title, so she couldn't be any more irrelevant. Like that's the mountaintop of irrelevancy right there.
They basically gave her uh oh shit, Pox Neville's gimmick because they wanted to turn him into Mighty Mouse.
I bet they did.
Like, yeah, there's a good personality. Let's make him a 1950s cartoon.
They're always trying to just ruin people,
Yeah.
and these two ladies stood up for it. Now, on Friday, they did
Well,
get their. Uh huh.
well, for the record, if I was in charge of the company, I would just say bye. But
Well, on Friday it was announced because it was a weird segment. Like they put the camera right on Michael Cole, Pat McAfee sitting next to him because they're doing commentary, and
right on
Michael
Michael
Cole.
Cole.
Yeah, like they put the camera right in front of him, like and he's talking directly to the camera. Is like he says like Sasha Banks and Naomi let down the millions of fans who wanted them to who wanted them to perform for the 6-pack challenge. These two are disappointments. He said all this, and then and then he said they've been they're suspended indefinitely, and they're gonna. I laugh at this part. They're gonna have a tournament to crown new tag team champions. Now, what you said earlier, they can just pluck any two women and be champions. That's
Hmm.
pretty much what they're going to have to do because
Yeah,
they don't have more than two tag teams.
they could do that with the tag team champion. It's not just the women. Again, the only reason the Usos are tag team champions is to make Roman Reigns look better.
Well, they also are tag teams. Like if we're talking about tag teams, they're actually a tag team. New Day
True.
is a tag team.
Are they
You
still?
know,
Are they still around?
they are. They're hurt. Big E broke his neck. We talked about that a couple weeks ago.
Oh, I thought Big E went his own way.
Oh no, he did, and he won the championship. And then they just quietly moved him back to being part of the New Day.
See, that's my point.
I mean, quietly. He was on a different show. He was on Monday Night Raw. They were on SmackDown with no explanation. One week he just shows up with New Day, and then
That
they're calling him the New Day.
oh my god, that is my point. Sasha should shut the fuck up.
I see what you're saying. Or, again, she should speak up because maybe if you're never challenging for change, there's never going to be change. Like
Okay,
he's not gonna. Vince McMahon's not gonna wake up and say, you know what? I don't think we're booking these stars to their top potential. I
Jesse
think we need to build them better.
Jesse Ventura has advocated for change. Hulk Hogan has advocated for change. Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, they advocated for change. The Ultimate Warrior advocated for change. CM Punk advocated for change. Cena advocated for change. The only thing that's
Did
going to
they not get
happen, huh?
them? Got it?
Some made headway, some failed miserably, and it was never changed for the benefit of the fans. I mean, look at WWE now; it sucks. Look at it. Just
Look at it.
there's barely any wrestling. They don't even like wrestling. They hate the word wrestling. They'd rather have a fucking 20-minute talk session than a 15-minute fucking cereal commercial, and then maybe 2 minutes of actual wrestling. It's awful.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Like all WWE is the whims of one fucking old man. That's it. And for Sasha Banks to have the ego to think that she's gonna be a trailblazer to where like the likes of
Are you saying she's? You're saying, how dare you want change? How dare you know better? Sit your ass down and you take it as is. That's what you're saying. You're saying,
no.
like the goal.
It's not what I'm saying, but go ahead. This is funny.
Like when, let's just take this into like a personal thing, right?
Okay.
At work, you have someone who complains about the work you have to do. Like, oh, we shouldn't have to do this. This is another department or something. And you're like, oh, how dare that person not just take it? How dare they want to make this department better? The ego on that person. They need to just sit down and shut up. And we're just going to get overworked and underpaid like the rest of the company.
Well, it depends.
What does he think he is trying to get?
Is it the
Respect.
first time that somebody's ever saying anything, or have 100 people said like, "Oh man, this needs to go to a different department," and then the department just doesn't give a shit, and that's just the way it is. So you could either suck it up, or you can go somewhere else.
Well, you got to, there's a saying. It kind of goes with this whole thing. There's a saying. Um, there's two type of people: those who want change. No, that's not it. Dang it.
And Sasha Banks does not want change. She wants to be on the fucking premiere of everything. She thinks that she's hot shit, and she ain't. If you listen to her
Oh, she wants
interviews,
change.
she wants change to her benefit. She doesn't want to make the business
Well,
better.
of course she wants. She wants to be at the top. Why would you?
It
What would you? What would you want?
because
What are you doing if you don't want to
my
be at the top?
my
What are you
point
doing?
is
Why are you even in the
my
industry?
point is that it could be the same thing. The same situation could have happened if Sasha Banks was in the spot that she wants to be in. That she wouldn't say shit.
Well, I'm saying if you're not trying, if you don't want to be the top, what are you even doing in the industry?
Well, there's a difference between wanting to be at the top and wanting to better those around you, the business that you work for, and just being a positive mark on your craft. That what she's doing, she just wants to be Queen Sasha.
And she does have she is doing it for the betterment of the company.
No, she's not.
Oh, let's talk about that again. First pair of black women to headline WrestleMania. She
Oh
did
my
with
god.
yeah, yes. I'm gonna keep going there. I'm gonna keep going there. Damn it.
Nobody gives a shit.
Stay with me here.
Okay.
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 Stay with me here. So that's one. Charlotte Flair giving her. Hold on. We're still here. Bringing Charlotte Flair to her best match, putting on the best women Hell in a Cell match with Bayley, giving Ronda Rousey her best match.
Ronda Rousey's best match was her first match.
With Stephanie McMahon?
And Triple H, yeah. That was her best match.
That wasn't it. No, that doesn't count.
Yeah, it does.
She didn't do anything.
Yes,
That
she
was
did.
like, first of all, she was so protected
That was her best match.
because she didn't do anything. That's what you're
She
saying.
did plenty. She did 20 minutes all by herself.
She didn't.
Mm.
She was barely in the ring 2 minutes.
She was locking up and arm barring.
See, now you're just exaggerating.
That was, but her first match was probably her best match.
That one with The Rock and Stephanie and Hunter.
Mm-hmm. Not
No.
because of Ronda Rousey.
I'm going to deny you on that one. I'm saying there's one common denominator in all those things.
What's that?
Sasha Banks. Charlotte Flair's best match. Not.
Oh, God.
I'm, s-
Charlotte Flair's best match was not against Sasha Banks.
I'm not saying my opinion. I'm saying if you want to go look at the Melcy rating system, if you want to
The
take
who?
any of that, it's Melcy boy.
Oh, fuck
Dave
him.
Meltzer.
Fuck Dave Meltzer. No. No. No.
Or
I'd
Sport
rather-
Illustrated, PW, or what is it? Wrestling Illustrated. I don't know. Whatever it
PW
is.
Insider.
Yeah, that thing. All the companies who do the rating systems. First of all, we're gonna start doing our own ratings. So forget their ratings. If you get a good rating from us, that's gonna be the most prestigious thing you can get in the industry.
Because I don't just hand them out like candy, like Meltzy and the Pro Wrestling Insider. Fucking Sasha Banks. Get out of here.
Well, I'm saying if you look at those, so I'm not even talking about opinion because I didn't even watch any of those matches. I'm saying as the highest rated, the common denominator is Sasha Banks. So there's that. I don't even know what what the purpose of that point is.
You're trying to sell me on Sasha Banks, even though it's a no sell.
Oh, yeah.
She thinks Sasha Banks thinks she needs to be in the Hulk Hogan category.
And I'm saying she does. Well, okay. Okay. But that's a whole different type of beast right there.
Yeah, it's true. Hulk Hogan is
Like,
Hulk Hogan and Austin, I think, are at least in our lifetime.
I mean, yeah. Hulk Hogan didn't even know how to wrestle, I would say.
He did. He
He knew
just
his five moves.
he did when in the fucking AWA and New Japan. Like he was doing drop kicks and shit. But then he went to WWF and
He didn't need to.
nope.
Like, drop kick, you don't need to do that.
Yeah.
All
No,
you
no,
gotta
no.
do is
Just put your hand on his head and punch it.
yeah. Well, how my match is gonna go, Vince? Okay, this guy's gonna start beating you, and then as the fans start to get loud, you're gonna do this thing called hulking up, and then you're impervious to pain at that point. And then from there, you're gonna punch him 3 times, which is gonna get him to the ropes. Then you're gonna throw him to the rope, do a big boot, and a leg drop. Match over.
Oh,
But I can do other stuff. Nope, that's all you need to do.
really? Because in Japan, Hulk, trust me, trust me, pal.
Yeah. And then you're gonna come out and rip your shirt off. Don't forget about that. And tell people to eat their vitamins, drink their milk, say their prayers.
Well, apparently, a lot of that was in AWA. Vern Gagne was probably more responsible for Hulkamania than Vince McMahon was.
Well, he didn't have the platform.
Sure didn't. He didn't have a lot of things.
Because that's an important part of the platform.
Yes, it is.
You gotta get the corporation behind you. But, anyway, getting back to the point. So, that's where we are with the Sasha Banks thing.
So, good riddance.
And Naomi. And, yeah, apparently they're suspended indefinitely. Apparently their contracts are about to expire. I don't know if that's coincidence or,
It's such a
like,
shame.
oh, they got suspended and their contracts are about to expire.
Well, Naomi was in the middle of contract negotiations when she let Sasha manipulate her into this dark, twisted path.
What's she gonna do?
Who, Naomi?
Like, yeah, Sasha has Disney money.
Naomi could be the tag team champions all by herself.
Speaking of Disney, never mind. We can't talk about that on.
Oh no, I want to know. No, I want to know.
That is certainly a conversation we can't talk about. We'll just say they have a new clothing line.
Disney?
Yeah, for kids.
Oh, and I know they have a kid-related show or.
No, they're starting a new clothing line for kids of, a certain orientation or lack thereof, or I don't know, fluidity. Isn't that the thing? I don't know. This is how we get canceled, talking about this kind of thing.
Well, let's just go ahead and nip that in the bud right now and just say that's stupid.
Yeah, I was watching AEW Dark, and Mark Henry and the Big Show. They do commentary for it.
Yeah.
In the Big Show, one of the wrestlers had a dangly earring, and and he said, look at him, he's got that dangly earring. Is that how they do it nowadays, Mark? And Mark Henry said, "Oh, I don't talk about that kind of stuff. It don't." He said, "That ain't nothing but trouble." But that made me laugh because I know exactly what he was talking about.
Yeah. Mark
Like,
Henry, man. He's fucking funny.
there's nothing, there's nothing but negativity to come out of that conversation.
Right. I bet the Big Show's a good commentator, too.
Yeah, they're good. They're honestly because it's a dark show. They're the
Right.
best part of it
Sure.
because you know who's gonna win. The matches are like 2 minutes, if that.
I saw
So
they re-signed Jim Ross.
they did.
That's kind of surprising because doesn't everybody hate Jim Ross?
They don't hate Jim Ross. They just excuse me, sorry. They just think he's lost his passion for wrestling because Jim Ross in the day was like, "Welcome everybody to Monday Night Raw,"
Yeah.
and now he's just like talking and
By God,
like
welcome to Dynamite.
yeah, and then he like constantly gets stuff wrong. I don't hear it, but like, so I don't pay that close attention to it. But apparently, he gets a lot of stuff wrong.
Can't say I blame him. I mean, look at what he has to talk about.
Anyway, instead of going down another AEW hate session for you, it's like therapy of you hating AEW.
Well, apparently, just hating on wrestling in general because I don't like WWE either.
I know, but that one's good to hate on. We like that kind of hate. Let us know in the comments if you like the AEW hate or the WWE hate. Put it in the comments below. Which one you like to hear the hate of?
Well, AEW is trying their best to be just like WWE, so. And about
Well,
if they happen to last that long, which I wouldn't be surprised to see him in 5 years' time to be on the TV Guide network or wherever the fuck Impact is.
I mean, Impact, golly, they're still around.
Yeah.
And I've tried so many times to watch them.
Me too.
I just
Even
can't
when,
do it.
like when Kurt Angle was there when he first started, I thought that was going to be something to get into, but then I couldn't get past the 8-sided ring.
Yeah, the 8-sided ring. Right now they have like 8 people in the arena, and it's just like, uh,
And
this sounds so depressing.
then they had Bobby Lashley. That was the last time I seriously tried to watch it. And he had his little LeBron headband on, and
Oh yeah,
I couldn't I couldn't take him seriously. He always wore his little bandana. Or not bandana, his headband.
well, he actually made himself kind of a bigger thing in there.
Oh yeah, and good for him too.
And Drew McIntyre, he also went to Impact and got himself over.
That's right, he
I
did.
don't know, I didn't watch it, but that's what I hear. I remember seeing him there.
I forgot he was on there. Yeah. But the common denominator there is they all come back to WWE.
Yeah, they all come home. That's when you get yourself over.
And that's when
That's when you become a superstar, apparently.
and Cody Rhodes was just the catalyst for the AEW brand. You wait.
Yeah. Now that's why that whole MGF thing, if he goes, that's why that's going to be um, a different thing. Because, he is not a WWE guy going back. This is a AEW bred guy that would
Well,
go.
what makes Cody so, and because if Punk or if Daniel Bryan or just about anybody were to go back to the WWE, that they're going back to the WWE. What made Cody stand out is he specifically quit the WWE to he formed this new company, and then he quit that company to go back to the company that he quit to start the company over.
Yeah.
And you
Like,
had
you
that.
created your own competition.
Yeah.
That's that's the big thing there. But, you know, he went, all that was like, let's put it, let's put it in like a reality, a real situation. It's like, you have this girlfriend, she breaks up with you, you go get another girlfriend, and the whole thing is to show the ex-girlfriend what they're missing out on. And then you get an opportunity to go back to the ex-girlfriend and you dump the new girlfriend, who's
Immediately.
treated you well, by the way. You're like, yeah, you done good.
Like the second that you find out that the new girlfriend leaves her slippers out or something, you're like, oh, I'm leaving.
Or you don't even give her a reason, just like, yeah, yeah. She said she wants me back, so that's good enough for me. But you were just unhappy with her. Remember? Yeah, but we're gonna give it another run. She said things are gonna change, so I trust it.
Oh man. Speaking of another run, did you hear about Ric Flair?
I did hear that he is, I don't know, wrestling again. I hope it's not in WWE because
It's
he had that very, very over the top match. Well, it was a great match, but you know, burned into your image memory of him versus Shawn Michaels in his retirement match.
was that his last match with WWE?
Yeah,
Okay, because I feel like he's wrestled like 100 times since then.
no, not in WWE.
No, no, no.
I think
I
he
know
went
not
to
in
Impact
WWE.
afterwards.
He may have been an Impact or someone. Yeah, but yeah, he recently there's a video released to him training with Jay Lethal, and we may have talked about that, but apparently that's going to turn into an actual match.
Oh
I don't
yeah, he
think.
was taking bumps.
Yeah, I don't think with Jay Lethal, but it's supposed to be in Nashville in July, so that'll be fun.
Do we know more about that? Like, is it like going to be in a library or is this like a real company?
No, the I think they're still kind of working out the details. Now, I would be surprised if it's a singles match. Like I think it'd be more of a multi-man deal, so he could be in the match but not really doing anything.
I think he's trying to go full on. This is my moment. I'm going to show people I still got it. I'm going to die in
Uh,
this ring.
well, this will be his what 10th final match. He's like the Brett Favre of wrestling.
Well, again, not in WWE.
Yeah, but he's
So,
had
he held,
he's had a lot of retirement matches.
is it is it billed as a retirement match or is it just a match?
Um, final match, I think. I don't know about
Oh,
retirement. Who knows with him?
because the other ones, honestly, I haven't heard of the other ones being like advertised as his final match, just as a
Okay, well let's put
he's
it this
back.
way. Let's put it this way. The Shawn Michaels match at WrestleMania, that was his retirement match. And he's had multiple matches since then.
Well, again, that was in WWE.
And I think he had a retirement match before that too, because I remember the Undertaker like kneeling in front of him and shit. I think he's retired twice with WWE.
Well, you know, WWE, they always go back on retirements anyway. I remember
Don't
the. Go ahead.
that no, go ahead.
I was like, oh, I was just saying, I remember there was one um, retirement match, and then, like, the next week, the person was back.
Yeah.
I was like, I changed my mind.
I don't know. I'm just glad I was never a Ric Flair fan because I think it'd be kind of sad at this point. I remember when reading Hulk Hogan wanted to be the WWF champion one more time. This was within like I don't know, let's say 5 years.
Hmm.
Or like, oh, I pitched to Vince that let me have one more run with the belt, brother, and then I could lose to one of the young guys. Which would mean he'd have to beat one of the young guys.
Yeah, we're missing that part of it. Like, well, how are you gonna get the title from him if you? Oh, let's not talk about that part. I'm gonna lose to someone.
You had about 3 years. 3 years of being undefeated.
Yeah, let me get a little short run of 3 years. It's not that. It's not that much.
Uh-uh. It'll go by like nothing.
Wrestling every wrestle every night
Other
and
than,
every pay per view too.
who would you rather see in wrestle today, Hulk Hogan or Ric Flair? Like if
Probably
you,
Hulk Hogan. I was never like a Ric Flair wrestling fan. Like,
yeah,
of course, on the mic he's one of my favorites, but as a wrestling match, I honestly thought his matches were kind of boring.
I think we were tainted too because we grew up with him in WCW and he was treated like a joke.
Yeah.
Apparently, like his NWA days and a lot of shit, and WCW before Nitro was Crockett. Apparently, that was
Well, I was
that.
just saying, his matches were always not exciting to me.
He had a match with. I agree, but he had a match with Eddie Guerrero that was just. It wasn't anything. It was a Nitro match, and I don't know if it was the first time wrestling or not, but it started off normally, and then Eddie Guerrero got the best of him in a lockup, and he kind of got Ric Flair out of the ring, and they both just stopped and looked at each other, and then I don't know, all of a sudden, it got to be an important match.
They didn't gel too well.
Oh no, it was great. It's
Oh,
Eddie Guerrero.
well, that's good.
Like Ric Flair had to stop. Like, this young guy's for real.
Well, I mean, his style, he's always like working the leg for his figure four. I do like how he does this whole thing where he they they're they do the I don't even know what it's called, where you get on the turnbuckle and you do the 10 hits, and then he'll walk out and fall on his face after the 10.
Yeah,
I forgot what that was called. It was like,
yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That where the crowd's counting with you,
Yep.
and he'll take those hits and then walk out and fall down. He's always he's always bloody too.
He is always bloody.
Ric Flair is in a bloody match. Is like every match is. It could even be just like a regular match, and he's bleeding.
I remember he used to hit himself in the face till he bled. Like he's just doing a promo and he just starts hitting himself.
Oh, yeah. Started hitting it like having stitches on his head. He's like, "You see that?" And he's just hitting.
And I'm
It's
thinking,
like, you think I care about that?
I'm thinking, Rick, what does this prove?
Oh man, his promos, especially in WCW, he was at the end of well, I guess he wasn't at the end of his career because he went on back to WWE and
His
went on a
career's still
run.
going on.
but, but in WCW, he was always like upper management and shit. But his promos were always entertaining, like him elbowing his jacket and
Mm-hmm.
taking his pants off and dropping a knee on it.
Remember the thing they did with the NWO where they stole his limo and they took him out to a field and beat the shit out of him?
Oh yeah,
That was the greatest.
and this was before drones, but they had that like
That helicopter.
almost like a yeah.
The little spotlight.
Yeah.
It made me think, like, why didn't the helicopter guy call for help?
Because he had to film it.
He's they didn't have like a little radio or something.
That's like he'd fit in today, because no one calls anything in; they just film it.
That's true.
That's everybody's got to get their phone out for everything.
I don't know how I would react in a situation like that. Something in real life happens and then somebody sticks a phone in my face.
Like to film you, like something's happening to you.
Yeah.
You'd probably like crawl over and take it from him or something. Give me that shit.
Smack it out of hand.
Yeah.
Don't be a bitch.
Like this is all you. If I don't have it, no one's gonna have it. Yeah, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's what I do at least. Ninja kick it. Or like moonsault kick.
I did see there was this video of, because you know how somebody gets in your face and in the video it's getting the phone out and recording them. Well, they did that, but then the person that was recorded, he didn't stop or anything, so you just see the film of him punching the guy. Like, wait a minute, you're supposed to stop because you're on film.
Well, no. Now you're just gonna get filmed getting your ass beat.
Yeah, and that's exactly what happened.
Do you know who Lana from WWE? You remember her? Did you
Yeah.
ever see her? Lana?
Mm-hmm.
So apparently she, I wouldn't say it's only fans, but she did like a website similar to that.
Oh yeah.
Made $20,000 in
Oh,
her first day.
she got paid that.
Yeah, that's how much. She did it's a exclusive website. I put in quotes.
Mm-hmm.
So the neckbearded, drizzling geeks, drooling geeks. They they enough of them signed up to where she made $20,000 on the first day.
Those losers.
I
What's the
know.
website?
Only so you can talk about how much of a loser they are.
Yeah. I want to go there and call them losers to their face.
Sign up for a subscription so you.
Just so I can illustrate how big of a loser they are.
Yeah, so it's I mean, it's her. It's cjperry.com,
Oh.
which is just her name. I don't even know if you know she's that desperate yet.
So, it's marketed as an OnlyFans site, but we don't even know if the content is OnlyFans-esque.
Yeah, because she just started it. So
So what did you get paid for?
the potential.
That's a hell of an investment.
you know, people people signed up with
Man.
with their grips and with their hand. People signed up one-handed, with their grips prepared.
Signed up with a mouse in one hand and a bottle of baby oil in the other.
Yeah. It's like, oh, I gotta put my credit card information in again.
Mom, what's the billing zip code?
But, they signed. I mean, I think it'd be good content for the show purposes if one of us were to sign up and do a review on the channel. I'll go ahead and do that. I'll sign up.
Well, you better send me screenshots just so I know what we're talking about.
Or if it's a video recording.
Yeah. Get your cell phone out and record a video of the video. Send it to me.
Could you imagine that being enough? A video of a video. A cell phone video of a video.
Considering that we grew up prior to the internet, that probably would be enough.
Doesn't take much.
No,
But that'd be funny.
This is retro.
That'd be funny looking at the video that someone recorded.
Now you just have to hope that that the person taking the video wouldn't be doing anything during the video, because that would be off-putting.
Well, they would.
You're trying to get your groove on, and then all of a sudden you hear or you see the phone just lean over slightly, and then you just see the motion.
Yeah, I was gonna say, as the person recording it, you gotta make sure there's no shadows.
Just see the top of the hand.
Like, I noticed there's a reflection off of the computer screen that you're recording.
That would be something. Although I can't get over she's with Rusev still, though, isn't she?
Yes, she is.
Yeah, I can't get past that.
Oh, he's a nice guy. It's
I'm
funny,
sure he is.
but he's definitely, you know.
He's very hairy.
Well, he's in a lot better shape now.
Is he still with AEW?
Yeah, I think he's injured right now or something. He's been off TV for a while, but
I noticed that Joey
when he
Janela
was,
is no longer with.
well, that is such sad news. I don't know what we're gonna do without Joey Janela. The backbone of AEW is, you know, gone.
Yeah,
Now, if only Sonny Kiss can join him, then I'd really be distraught.
that's how it
Now, how do
starts.
we get? How do we get to another segment shitting on Sonny Kiss? How did we get
Hey,
there?
Sonny Kiss brought it on himself.
Well, you know, our audience doesn't like us shitting on Sonny Kiss.
Well, fuck Sonny Kiss. How about that?
You know, we're making people cry because,
Sonny Kiss is an abomination.
in all seriousness, though,
Oh, you weren't
AEW's
serious?
AEW's in such a place now that they don't need they don't need Sonny Kiss.
No, they don't.
Like, you know, they're 3 years in. They've settled in as like a wrestling promotion as opposed to being more sports entertainment. Sonny Kiss is
Uh,
sports entertainment, if anything. I don't know.
I think.
You're not gonna get any multi 6-star classics from Sonny. I can assure you that you're not getting any 6 stars out of that one.
Although this is, I don't know. There's something to be said about bringing on all these former WWE guys, and then you're getting rid of the people that you originally signed.
Yeah, it says you're in a different place.
Yeah, it says you're TNA 2.0.
I mean, I don't think you should have ever been in a place to need Sonny Kiss, but but you know they needed bodies when they started out.
Where did Sonny Kiss come from?
I don't know. I don't even know. But apparently, wherever he came from,
Needs to go
he
back.
was over because he gets. I mean, he gets a pop when he comes up. I guess
Of course he does.
from people who are.
It's not an organic pop. That's a forced pop.
That's a that's a that's a woke pop.
They're not popping for Sonny Kiss. They're popping for the agenda.
Yeah, that's an agenda pop.
Yeah. Fucking Sonny Kiss.
Well,
Although the WWE has Velveteen Dream still, don't they?
oh no, he he got fired.
Oh. Oh. See?
In glorious fashion.
There you go. What do you mean,
And
glorious fashion?
Here's the thing. I don't even know if we should get into it, but we could talk about it a little bit, I guess. So here's the thing. He was found. This is remember I was talking about allegations.
Uh huh.
Well, he was allegedly sending pictures of himself to underage people,
Okay.
boys.
Okay.
And again, this is alleged. He got fired for it.
That's it.
So, well, yeah, that's it. It was during the whole Me Too. Remember the whole Me Too thing?
So does a Me Too thing have to happen for people to stand up for little boys getting dick pics from a wrestler?
Well, allegedly it was more than just the pics. I don't know. He had a relationship with the person on the recipient of that pic of dick. I don't know. It's all alleged. None of it was proved. He, of course, said this wasn't true.
Of course. What are you gonna do?
I mean, the person had DMs that they showed of him, and apparently a part of the conversation was him asking how old you are, and the person saying I'm like 15, and this was years back, so they were 15 then, so they were younger than 15 at the time. Which they shouldn't even have been on social media if they were under the age of 16. So there's that.
Right.
Or I don't know what the I think it's 15, 16, something like that.
Well, that's why I don't send my picture to anybody.
But he's never gonna get to work for another promotion again because of that alleged thing.
Well,
And that's what I don't like, alleged. I mean, guilty is one thing, but if it's alleged and or allegations, I don't like. Specifically, having actions getting taken against you off of allegations.
yeah. Well, it's supposed to be innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah, but not on social media. It's
Nope.
guilty.
It's
There's
the
nothing else.
court of public opinion. And that's it.
Yeah. Oh, you're guilty. You did it. Uh, but I have record that I wasn't even like. I've never even been to that city ever in my life. Nope, you did it.
Yep. You sick bastard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're a little too quick to do the whole life ruination thing
Well, of course.
before we figure out what's going on.
That's the Twitter police for you.
By the way, follow us at Show Podcast 7.
I was gonna say this is the deepest we've gone without plugging that Twitter, huh?
Yeah, I know.
We almost made it to the end of the show.
It's almost like Twitter doesn't matter.
Or it's almost like Twitter's a afterthought because we don't post on it.
Well, we gotta kind of wait for things to settle down while the new management may or may not take over.
Apparently, that's still up in the air.
Yeah, because he got them fake accounts.
No, he's apparently he might be backing out.
Yeah, no, because of the fake accounts. He wants them to verify.
Wait, he's backing out because of the fake accounts? I thought that was his whole campaign was to fight them.
Well, that was part of it. He said he wants them to verify or confirm the fake accounts or some shit.
What? He wants to know how many of them there are or something?
I guess.
Isn't that what he's taking over for?
I don't know.
It doesn't make sense.
He spent $44 billion on a thing where people talk about their dogs.
and 140 characters.
in 140 characters. So I mean, the whole thing doesn't make sense to me.
That's just amazing, though. You got this free platform, and it just sold for 44 billion.
Mm-hmm.
I would say it's worth that much because that's what he's paying for it. You know, something's only worth what you'll pay for it. That's what he paid for it.
Well, what's his face? The guy, the Facebook guy. He basically sold it when he went public.
Zuckerberg.
Yeah, and he's doing all right.
I'm saying that's it's only worth what you'll pay for it, and that's he's paid for 44 billion. So a free platform is 44 billion dollars.
Yeah,
It's just the age of the internet, I guess.
I guess. I just think we put too
I
much
mean,
importance
isn't
into
it
Twitter.
just? I'm just saying it's so amazing that you can start something from the comfort of your own home and you post it on these social media sites and you can like become something from it.
Yeah.
It's just like an amazing time we live in that this can happen.
Although they're,
Like,
I don't know, they're trying to cut that down too. They don't want people just. They want normal people like you and me getting rich and famous.
well, I was, I mean, I'm not gonna like say this was my own thought, but I was, um, I heard this thing where this celebrity, and I put that in quotes, was getting interviewed, and they were telling him, I mean, the person was talking. They're like, when you have a celebrity, when you have my kind of celebrity, you have to do this, that, and the other. Talking about like protecting themselves, and they're like, but you're not a real celebrity. Like, you have no talents. Like, yeah, you're internet famous, but you don't have real talents to make that would have made you a celebrity.
There's something to be said.
And that just says what kind of time we're living in. You know, doing this podcast, you used to have to like go to radio school or whatever it is. Is it radio school? Is that the thing?
Um, yeah, sure. I mean, you had to go to school, take
Yeah,
a
you had to learn how to
broadcast
be a
class.
jockey.
Although ham
Go.
radio and stuff has been around, so it's not unheard of.
Yeah, and you had to like go work at a station and work at 3 in the morning and do like the top 10 countdown of the same songs over and over again
Right.
that only four people are listening to. But if you really get yourself over on that 3 a.m. time slot, you'll be able to move up to the morning crew or maybe the evening crew, and then you have your big show and like you've made it. We don't have to go through any of that. We just start something and it's free to do all of it. And it's up to the crowd to either take to it or not. But
Right.
we don't have to pay dues, I would say.
Well, I'd say the dues would be getting our own following.
Well, yeah. 'Cause, yeah, I guess so. But if
Because
we could start, if we started in the morning, you know, or we had that. Let's say we wanted to start like or let's say we expanded and did like a every morning show. Then there was no dues. We just did it.
right, but
Whereas if you were at a station, you'd have to work up to getting that type of slot.
the station would be the platform, because you're getting a bump if you're on some local radio station in the afternoon while everybody's driving home. Like, that's the platform. Like, you already got that bump.
Yeah.
So if we just start like we're doing right now, we just start on a little podcast. Like nobody knows who we are, so we gotta start from scratch. We don't get that added fan base.
We have to build our own station.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess so. But you could start it. What it all goes back to is it starts for free. These platforms, they give us the opportunity to do that. Just a crazy time we live in.
Yes, it
And
is.
if you're listening to this and you're not taking advantage of it, what are you doing?
Yeah, hit that subscribe button. How about that?
Oh, hit the subscribe button too. But I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about if you're not taking advantage of the fact that you can just start something, whatever you want to start.
Or you could just listen to our show and not even bother with that.
No,
What the fuck are you doing?
Forget our show. You get. I need. If you listen to this, I need you posting 4 to 5 TikToks a day. I need you to post on Instagram daily, on the daily. I need you to wake up, you post a YouTube video. I'm done.
Okay.
Get motivated, sucker.
I've never been in a time where you're actively what you say is deleted and you're banned and shit.
Especially what you say like 10 years from now, or
Yeah.
10 years from now, what you said, 10 years ago.
Which again, I don't know. I think I know how I would react. Someone wanted to bring up 10 years ago something I did. But yeah, I don't know.
You're like, so?
Yeah. Is there something relevant here?
I know. And how are you supposed to, like, you're supposed to have like an elephant memory? If it was me and someone said, "Oh, you remember what you did 10 years ago?" No. You're gonna have to give me more than that.
I don't know what I did 10 days ago.
Yeah. Oh, you said this 10 years ago. Yeah, that doesn't sound like something I'd say.
No, I didn't. Yeah, you did. We
Yeah.
got proof. No, you don't. Yes, it is. It's right here. Nah, that's not me.
And then good luck trying to get me to apologize for something that I did. Are you really sorry if you did it 10 years ago and you haven't apologized yet? Or are you just apologizing to appease people?
You know what that is.
Yeah. Like, oh, yeah, I did this 10 years ago. And it's brought to light now, so I'm
Yeah.
going to go ahead and apologize for it now.
Let me hold a press conference.
Yeah. From what I did 10 years ago.
I
Because couldn't do it 10 years ago when it happened.
don't see myself apologizing for something. You can't apologize. If you apologize, they just shit on you harder.
They won.
They sense weakness. You get down on your knees and you apologize. That's when they do the kill shot.
That's when the
That's when it turns into a Shawshank Redemption type scenario.
it's empowerment for them.
It's something. That was a weird tangent we just went down.
Which part?
All of it. Just the whole fucking... As soon as we started talking about Twitter.
Well, as soon as we talked about Twitter, it's all we're gonna have to get to the cancel culture because that's what Twitter is. Did you hear about the new PlayStation Network thing?
Is that where they were getting rid of the PlayStation Now and basically merging it with PlayStation Plus?
They are.
Okay.
Um,
I know of it.
so they released not all, but some of the games are going to be coming out when that releases.
Okay.
And let's go through this lineup. I wanted to see if it's something that you would. So I'm not going to do all the games, of course, right?
Okay.
So, and again, with the new PlayStation Plus, there's going to be three tiers. You can do the basic tier, and then there's the extra and the um, premium. Uh, I don't have the price for you right now, but
Okay.
I think it's like 14 and then $19 or something like that,
Jesus.
something like that. So here are some of the games that you're gonna be able to play with this new service once it releases for the subscription. So you got Bloodborne,
Okay.
Days Gone,
Okay.
Death Stranding. You ever heard of that?
I've played Bloodborne. That was a good game. It's hard as shit. It's one of those games where if you die, you have to start the game over again. And until you get, unless you get like a checkpoint, but the checkpoints takes a couple hours to get to. Um, Days Gone, I think, is one of them PlayStation classic games. I've never played it, but I've heard about it. And Death Stranded, I've heard is a walking simulator. So
Yeah, I don't know what the hell that game's about. Um, Death Stranding. I don't even know what that's about. Um,
it's got the guy from Walking Dead.
yeah, I know that part, and something about a baby,
Yeah.
but um, Demon Souls, which is in
It's
the Bloodborne category.
well, Demon Souls was first. Demon Souls was the first game, and then Bloodborne was kind of like a spinoff of Demon Souls.
Okay.
They're known for being super duper hard.
Which I still think I could beat easily. Easily.
Why don't you? I think next week instead of this a stream, why don't we stream you playing Bloodborne?
Never even played it. I think I could beat it.
Yeah,
No
we'll stream
problem.
you playing Bloodborne, and we'll just talk through it. You can
Have a
beat it.
conversation.
Yeah, you can beat it in 2 hours.
Probably.
Yeah,
I don't know how long it is.
easily.
Um, Ghost of Tsushima.
That's a
good
great
one.
game. It's a fucking phenomenal game.
God of War.
It was good.
Um,
Redundant, but good.
you got Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, Zero Dawn.
whatever. Doesn't matter.
Marvel Spider-Man and Miles Morales. You get both of those. Shadow of the Colossus, The Last Guardian, The Last of Us, Until Dawn. So those are like the PlayStation specific titles, the bigger ones. There's other games.
Sure.
Some of these I've never heard of. So
Well, I mean that's something. At least you get some good games. I remember having PlayStation Plus, and the free games weren't all that great. Or maybe you'd have one good game.
yeah, I mean I've had PlayStation Plus for years. A lot of those games I've already gotten for free with
Mhm.
PlayStation Plus.
Okay.
Oh, they have some other games here. Batman Arkham Knight, Far Cry 3 and 4, For Honor, see like I have that. Guardians of the Galaxy, that just came out.
I just
NBA 2K22.
I've been playing Far Cry 3.
Oh, you have? Like
Yeah,
it? Voss?
yeah.
That's Voss, right?
Yeah, that's Voss. I mean, it's a Far Cry game. I
He's the
like
start of it. Craziness.
I like how they are basically the same game.
Yeah,
Just
that's
with
what I'm saying. They're all pretty much the same. That's the one I started with, Far Cry 3.
yeah.
And then I played 4, and I was like, this is the exact same thing. It's just a
Yeah.
different it's just a different character, different
Well,
villain.
well, 4 has the main fortresses though.
Yeah,
Uh, 3
they make
just
like
has the
the
outposts.
smallest tweaks.
Yeah.
But I like the I don't know if you can do this in the newer ones, but in 3 you can like get tigers and shit to attack the camps.
Oh yeah, yeah. The 5th one I had you have a bear and a tiger that helps you out, or a
Oh,
lion.
well, in this one they don't help you. Like they're either gonna attack you or they're gonna attack the other people if you
Oh,
can order it right.
oh, okay. I got you. Yeah, you can do that too. Like sometimes the animal will be caged up and you have to unlock it and let it rampage.
Yeah,
But you have to make sure that you're not in its line of sight.
seen. Yeah, yeah, pretty much that. And then you just let a tiger go, and
Hmm.
it like takes everybody out.
Yeah, there's one of them where you can throw raw meat and it attracts a tiger,
I
which can
think
be
you can do that. Now it's been a while, but I think you can do that in 3 too.
oh, you can.
Yeah, I think that's how you get its attention. Um, and then another. Have you ever played Red Dead Redemption 2?
Not the second one.
Well, that's on the list. I played I played 1, but I played Undead Nightmare.
Okay,
So I never played like the base version of 1.
gotcha. It's supposed to be really good. The second one's supposed to be really good too.
Yeah, I can't wait to play the second one. I'm gonna play it when it comes out on this.
Yeah, I think maybe Ghost of Tsushima might have been the most recent game I've played.
I'm playing or I'm planning on playing Red Dead. That's gonna be the newest one. I tried Horizon Zero Dawn. It got too hard,
Oh, I didn't think it was
and
hard. It's just
it also seemed like it was getting repetitive.
yeah, that's what it was.
Well, my thing is I gotta fight all the stuff, so I'm fighting to take down the Sabertooths. Right now, I'm trying to fight 2 Sabertooths who are like they're right in front of this camp that the waypoint's telling me to go to.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, I can go around or I can try to kill both of them. I'm trying to kill both of them. That's my problem.
Uh, well, you probably wouldn't last. You probably wouldn't make it very far in Bloodborne.
That's different. This is much
No.
easier. No deaths.
No deaths in Bloodborne?
Yeah.
Oh, God. That's it. You're getting Bloodborne.
I think someone tried that and then they cried when they did it or something. I don't know.
Playing Bloodborne without any deaths?
Yeah.
They would cry. God.
Like they cried after they completed it.
Did you see that video I sent you of that guy crying over a silver play button?
Oh yeah.
That's gonna be us.
Maybe us at 10 viewers.
Yeah.
That guy was like, at every syllable he was sucking in.
That's how serious it is.
I mean, it is. It's a big accomplishment. If you stay with it that long, you get 100,000 people to all get on board and say we like you.
I wonder.
I mean, I couldn't see us being that big.
Depends.
Like, I'm just saying, I couldn't see it.
I don't think
I'm not
anybody
saying
sees themselves being big. I just think it happens.
Yeah, I'm not saying we wouldn't make it there. I'm just saying I couldn't see that. Like, I don't know. It'd just be like, what the hell? What have we created?
Right.
And who are we gonna sell it to? Fox?
I wish there was a way to go back to kind of see the differences of putting your shit on YouTube, like when it first started versus today. Just to see if, I don't know, if we would have more engagement.
Oh, yeah. We're interested. Interesting. But yeah, those are the gist of what you're gonna get with PlayStation.
So do you think it's worth it?
I mean, just for those, it depends on how much it is. But Spider-Man, I wanted to play that. Red Dead Redemption, I wanted to play that. So, those are games that I would play
Mm-hmm.
that I don't want to buy. Guardians of the Galaxy, I could probably play that. NBA 2K22, I definitely want to play that. I just got FIFA from PlayStation. Um, by the way, odd thing, EA Sports and FIFA went their separate ways. So,
Oh, did they?
yeah. So this is the last FIFA game there's going to be. This is just going to be like EA Soccer.
Why did they go their separate ways?
Money.
Oh,
Um,
of course.
I think they wanted more money. FIFA to keep
When
the
are,
name.
when are we getting a new fucking college football game?
It's supposed to be coming out this year. I don't think it's going to.
I don't think so either.
It was supposed to come out this year.
I don't think it'll be the same. I think it'll just be a Madden clone.
I hope it's the same.
Me too, but
I
it
hope
won't.
it's the same. Like, exact same.
Yeah.
Like, don't even upgrade, just the exact same, just upgrade the graphics, and that's it.
Yeah.
Update the roster.
But no, it'll be a Madden clone. Or worse, it'll be like Blitz.
What do you mean worse? Blitz is awesome.
I fucking hated Blitz.
You hated Blitz.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
I like good games.
Blitz was a great game.
Oh, you're obviously getting tired. We should probably wrap it up.
Well, that is the end of our show.
It is the end. It's a good show, if I do say so myself.
I think it's pretty good. There's some funny moments.
Yeah.
the Lana thing was probably the funniest. The idea of it being enough to watch a recording of a recording, a cell phone record, watch a cell phone recording of a computer screen,
Yes.
and that being enough is just so funny. But I hope you enjoyed. If you did, let us know by leaving a like and consider subscribing.
And if you didn't like it, why don't you comment and tell us why?
Review.
Or if there's something wrong with you too. But tell us why.
Yeah.
Tell us exactly what is wrong with you.
Yeah. And put a timestamp of what part you didn't like too.
Yes.
We're gonna give you gotta do all that to not like it.
And we'll bring it up next show.
Oh, I don't
But
know about. Yeah. No, we will.
yeah, come on. If somebody shits on us, we gotta bring it up.
Yeah. We're gonna open a segment that does the crybabies that don't like us. But feel free to comment. No
Yeah.
judgment, of course.
No judgment. This is a safe space.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I
But
think that
until next
about
time,
yeah.
everybody, I'm not even gonna do names.
No, fuck them.
Everybody, have a good night.
Have a good night.